the Dragons Digital Network, Dragon Athletics, and Go Team Productions presents Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons football. Today, the Dragons are back home again as they take on the Upper Iowa Fighting Peacocks, presented by Gate City Bank. We pan over Shields Field at Alex Fenwick Stadium on another spectacular day for football. And good Saturday afternoon to you, and welcome inside the broadcast booth. My name is Steve DeStacio. It's my privilege to be with you alongside my friend Don Groth. The Dragons came across hard times here at home in the second half against Winona State. They fell at Augie last week. They have an opportunity today against an 0-3 Upper Iowa squad.
Well, time to gain some confidence back. Potentially, they do have to play a really good game today, though, Steve, to do that. They have to put a lot of things behind them from the last two games and look forward now against the Peacocks.
This team is banged up. It's almost a mash unit. This offensive line is going to be a who's who. There's even a defensive player earlier this year in Dylan Evans that's starting at center here today.
Exactly. Now, he's an athlete. He's out of Williston, North Dakota. He spent a couple years over with the Bison across the river, even appeared in some football games there. They moved him over to the offensive side because he's an athlete, and he's going to help this team at center.
All right, let's get to some keys to a Dragons victory here today.
First things first is O-line play. They have to, with all of those injuries, come together as a unit, and they need to take on one of the strengths that the Peacocks have today, and that is their defensive line. So that's a battle. They have to contain Camacho. Camacho is number 11. He's their little scat back. He has 295 yards on the season so far in 3 games. And Tommy needs to stay cool as a quarterback. If that pressure's coming on him, stay in there, but make the right calls.
Keys presented by Herbert and Gerbitz. Let's get to our head coaches. There is Jason Hoskins in his first year at Upper Iowa, looking for victory number 1. And for the Dragons, of course, in his 11th season is Steve Lockway. Our coaches are presented by BSN. Let's go down to the field with the third member of our broadcast crew, Jordan Austin.
It's great to be here. The weather today, we got a pretty good day, nice and sunny. You'll need a little bit of a jacket or a sweatshirt if you're sitting in the bleachers, but the atmosphere is amazing.
Awesome. Band's here, drum roll, ready to get this baby underway. We're off and running. Dragons are going to get the football first. From the 6-yard line, and still on his feet is Bresnahan. So the Dragons, that's Ryan Harvey Turner. These gray uniforms with red numbers are tough to see.
I'm telling you, folks out there, you watching the video are probably going to be able to see it better than we can from up here in the booth. They are difficult unless the sun's hitting them just right.
There's Steve Lockway. Again, our coaches are presented by BSN. So we just talked about cool hand or stay cool Tommy and this Dragon offensive line. He retreats back, and he's in early trouble. He'll throw, and it is a catch made. That's a terrific catch made on the near sideline by Trent Marquardt, his 10th catch of the season.
Right on. That was a great comeback route as Marquardt got up the sideline. Tommy stayed cool right there. A little bit of pressure in his face. He exited the pocket, was able to deliver that strike right to Marquardt on the sideline.
This is 2nd and 1, and this is going to be a first down and a whole lot more. That is Imdick right up the middle. Boy, the Dragons gave up pressure on the first pass play, but Dylan Evans, the former defensive lineman, created quite the hole in the middle.
Yeah, he got off the ball really well, and Luke Imdick, who has 89 yards gained over the course of the first 3 games, nice running space there.
Falk back, across the middle, wide open is Ryan Bieberdorf. And he's finally going to go down at the Upper Iowa 28-yard line. Let's take a look at the Dragon offensive starters. Bennett Hoffman was the starting left tackle. Now it's Sam Goodwin. He's moved from tight end. There's Evans in the middle, Bieberdorf who just caught it, and Grady Bresnahan is 5 catches away from being the all-time leading pass catcher in MSU Moorhead history. 1st and 10 for the Dragons, driving at the 28-yard line of Upper Iowa. Imdick running laterally along the left side, and that's a terrific play defensively. It looked like it was R.J. Knack, linebacker out of Kaukauna, Wisconsin, who ran laterally and did not give up the edge.
Yeah, their defensive line is one of their bright spots for the Peacocks. They play a lot of games up front, a lot of stunts and a lot of twists. So they're going to try to confuse the offensive line of the Dragons. Dragons just have to stay in there and stay cool.
2nd and 10 from the far hash. Falk will go back. Firing and complete. Did Marquardt get a foot down? You bet he did, right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards and a first down.
What a strike. Again, Tommy sits in there, has time in the pocket, and is able to deliver a strike, and then Marquardt is able to get that foot down.
Just one.
That's all you need in college. Yep.
They are going to mark him down at the 12.5-yard line, so the Dragons can get a first down without scoring. 12-15 and counting here in the first quarter. This is the Dragons' opening drive. Falk throws into the end zone. That ball was caught, but that was out of bounds. That was intended for Bieberdorf.
Went up the ladder and caught that ball. He just landed out of bounds, but nice throw on the back shoulder. Great looking play.
Peacock defense presented by Brandfolk. Couple Wegmans in there. Bazil, number 1, terrific linebacker for this Peacock squad, looking for their first victory this season. Falk throws incomplete. That ball was broken up by Zacharias Murray out of Waco, Texas. From Waco to Fayette.
Texas to Iowa, just coming straight up from the south.
Personnel changes. Marquardt comes in. Ryan Harvey Turner comes in for the Dragons. This is a 3rd and 10 for the Dragons from the 12-yard line. Falk back and pressured. Incomplete, dropped. That was Trent Marquardt. It's 4th down, and it looks like the field goal unit will come in. It has been Garrett Meal for the Dragons. And he'll come in. He's going to try about a 29-yard field goal.
Little wind in his face, coming straight into the field, out of the south, out of the southwest.
Backup quarterback Justin Check will hold. Logan Bruce will snap it if all goes correctly. Good snap and hold. Kick on its way, plenty of distance, and it's good. So Mio gets the Dragons on the board. We'll step away, 11:51 remaining in the first quarter. Dragons up 3-0.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
You'll never pay an ATM fee anywhere when you use your Gate City Bank debit card. You can even choose a free MSUM Dragon card designed to show your team's spirit. Just a couple reasons why Gate City Bank was named one of the world's best banks by Forbes. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Great first drive.
Yeah, go ahead.
Beautiful first drive for the Dragons. They looked poised. They had a purpose. And Tommy, just like we said, he needs to stay cool. He's definitely playing this game from a cool standpoint.
Short kick. This will be Xavier Saldana. Ducking, running laterally, not going very far, and down at about the 27-yard line. So now for the first time today, we'll get to see this Upper Iowa squad. They've been rotating between Marcus Orr and TJ Smith as we see the offensive line and the rest of the starters for Upper Iowa, including Willie Camacho, who's averaging 5 yards per carry so far this season. He is not in the backfield to start. It's Keontae Luckett. This is Luckett right at the middle. Gets through the first part of the defensive line and picks up 4.
Luckett is just a little bit bigger. He's a 5'10", 200-pound sophomore out of New London, Iowa. He starts, Camacho only goes 165 pounds. So, you know, they're putting their big guy in right now at 200 pounds.
Or the snap, pressure, throw, incomplete. That would have been short of the first down. He was looking for one of his tight ends, and they have a boatload of them. He was looking for Jeremy Waymeyer, who has 2 catches this season, a redshirt freshman out of Redlands, California. As we take a look at our Dragons defense, presented by Brandfolk, Don, they only have a total of 2 sacks this year. Can this defensive line plow through?
They need to, and they gave pressure that last time.
They show blitz here on 3rd and 6. Or back. Flushed out of the pocket, and this is going to be a first down and a whole lot more. As ducking across the 45-yard line is Ryan Pritchard. That's just his 3rd catch this season. And a good job by Orr to get away from some pressure as we take a look at it on the replay.
Yeah, he slides in the pocket, found an opening, and his crossing receiver was right there in front of his face. So got to the sticks, made the first down. Good play by the Peacocks.
Surprised we haven't seen Camacho. You mentioned Luckett, a lot bigger, but Camacho has been more effective. 1st and 10 for Upper Iowa. Play action. Orr throwing long and complete. Going up and hauling it in is DJ Emsweller. He's a terrific receiver. He had a 54-yard touchdown against Minnesota Duluth, and he stayed in the air for a long time to haul that in at the Dragon 26.
And they, talking to the coaches earlier, this Peacock team has a whole bunch of seniors. They're just trying to put things together. That Emsweller, 6'2", 205-pound senior wideout out of Tampa, Florida.
Orr is under center. This is Luckett, and he gets met immediately. I think that was Hayden Carr.
Hayden Carr on the tackle, and a misread or a wrong step taken by the quarterback, or I think he exited from the center on the wrong side, and the running back got kind of discombobulated because he got a handoff and was met immediately.
Here's Camacho in the ballgame, wearing number 11, standing to Orr's left. 2nd and 11. Camacho looking for an opening, and he was trying to maneuver around Eddie Gosh, his left tackle out of Schaumburg, Illinois. He did pick up a couple, got to the 25-yard line. This will be a 3rd and 8. So the first 3rd down opportunity for this Dragon defense.
Dragons have to come up big right here, make some plays. They've had a little shift in their defensive backfield for this game also. So maybe some new blood, put some pressure on the quarterback right here and see if they can knock the ball incomplete.
You know, 3 guys came in for the Dragons, and they really never looked settled. I'm not sure if Carter Blackwell knew if he should be in or if he should come to the sideline. But I think Steve Lockway took a good time out. It's a 3rd and 7 opportunity, and you don't want to blow it as we take a quick break.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Excellent timeout taken by Coach Lockway.
Take a look at the standings. There's Minnesota Duluth. How many titles do they have in the North? Too many to count. Dragons 1 and 2. This is their penultimate game against the South. It'll all be North versus North with the exception of Wayne State to end the season. Standings presented by Sodexo. 3rd and 8 for Upper Iowa. Orr smacking his hands, looking left, firing. Complete. And they got a first down on second effort. That was terrific by Alexander Stevens. He made the catch on a good throw by Orr, the Romulus, Michigan native, hauled it in for the first down.
And the offensive line of the Peacocks was able to give Orr the time that he needed. Dragons just couldn't get home and put pressure on him.
3 wide on the near side for Upper Iowa. Camacho in the backfield, 1st and 10. In motion to the far side is Xavier Saldana. Orr looking for Saldana in the end zone. Incomplete. I think Saldana is trying to sell a play. Don, while we have a break, I want to say hi to a good buddy of mine, Joe Stacy, long-time Upper Iowa radio and television voice, sitting in a pool, not in a pool, but sitting in the stands by a pool, ready to watch his daughter swim in Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
There you
Joe,
go.
We miss you, buddy.
And I bet he's streaming this game for sure.
He is.
There you go.
Talked to him yesterday. Really, really good guy. 2nd and 10 for Upper Iowa. 8:18 remaining. First quarter. Dragons up 3-0. Camacho right up the middle. Camacho lowers his head and then gets buried at the 10-yard line, as this will bring up a 3rd and 5 for Upper Iowa.
Matt Show on the tackle right there, meeting him in the hole.
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole, exactly. Dragons got to tighten up right here.
Yeah, they missed on a 3rd down opportunity defensively a couple of moments ago. It's a 3rd and 5.5 here. Or back. He's got Camacho. Watch out, Camacho's sneaky. He'll duck under the 5-yard line, roll down to the 3, and pick up a first down.
Again, a little bit of a blown coverage, I'm guessing, right there, as Camacho came out of the backfield and was able to find a little spot in the flats. Nobody out there to help out the Dragons and be on him. So easy completion for Orr.
Maybe a pick. Maybe a pick. Remember, it's all legal unless it gets caught. 1st and goal for Upper Iowa. From the 3, Camacho in the backfield. Orr throws, easy, touchdown. DJ Emsweller walks into the end zone, and Upper Iowa takes the lead.
And he's a big target. Came in motion, was able to come back in motion. Linebackers couldn't stay with him, couldn't get out there quick enough. Dragons are going to have to fix a couple things with their defensive pass defense anyway.
On for the PAT is Fabian Guillen. Good snap, good hold, and that kick is going to land in the back of the beer garden. Both teams. 7:04 remaining in the first quarter. Might not be a slobber knocker today. 7-3 Upper Iowa.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey Don, Matt Bus is a convenient, cost-effective way to get around town. For more information and to stay up to date on future service changes, visit mattbus.com and follow Matt Bus on Facebook and Twitter. For those Luddites like you, Don, that means you go to Facebook and you type in Matt Bus.
Matt Bus.
Got it?
Until you type it in.
You got it?
Type it in. Oh, got it. Okay.
I love the word Luddite. I don't know why. Guillen. End over ender. Harvey Turner. He's going to get grabbed and thrown down. That's R.J. Knack again. That's his second tackle, first on special teams. Dragons look good on their opening possession. I think the difference is they couldn't convert on third down where Upper Iowa did on several occasions.
Yeah, 3 times on that drive. The Dragons had them in position to turn them over on downs, but weren't able to get the job done on third down. So a couple things need to be fixed there for the Dragons. Offense needs to come out and shine again.
How'd the offensive line do on the opening possession?
Excellent. They made every read on the defense that was thrown at them.
Dick, not going to go too far. Kyle Doman, he's 6'5", 290. A senior and a load out of Westmont, Illinois, making the tackle. This Upper Iowa squad, 0-3 so far this season. They have fallen big to Duluth, Concordia, and Northern. A fired up bunch of fighting Peacocks when they arrived here at Alex Nemzik this morning. 2nd and 10. Or back. Looking near sideline. Caught! What a catch by Trent Marquardt. He got bopped out of bounds by Joey Retton, a freshman out of Rolling Meadows, Illinois, but Marquardt held on to it at the 40-yard line.
Excellent pitch and catch and a great route run by Marquardt. We saw him do a comeback route early on the first series on the near sideline. Great running of a route there, too.
How about that throw by the freshman from Jamestown, Falk? Dragons are not getting too much done on the ground. Dick again. It's one place maybe the Dragons, at least on paper, we've only seen them once done live, where they can improve, and that's that running game.
Oh, yeah, and that all is just digging in and root hogging, as they say, getting lower than the guy in front of you. So right now the Peacocks on the defensive line are getting lower than the offensive linemen.
You're teaching me a lot of words. I'm not
root
convinced
hog.
they're in the dictionary. 2nd and 10. Dick with some room this time. He'll root hog his way up to the 49-yard line and pick up 8.
Pickup of 8 and a great job on the offensive line to pick up that stunt that happened right in front of him.
I think Schissel got out on the edge.
Yep, and he was able to close it off so that Dick could get upfield, pick up that positive yardage.
I like the way Lockway thinks. It's 3rd and 3. He got 7, but the running game has struggled a little bit. He knows Falk can pass it, but he went to the ground on 2nd down. He's going to go to it on 3rd down, and now he's going to have to make a decision as Dick only got 1. It is 4th and 2.
4th and 2. These are the calls in the game. Now it's early, but there's got to be conversion here. Either you're going to go for it or you got to punt.
The Dragons are going to bring in Hayden Bowl. He's their big fullback.
Right now, that defensive front, Rhett Smith, 6'3", 270. 94, Lace Smith, 280.
Falk
holding things tight.
Rolling in trouble, and Falk's going to go down. What a brilliant play defensively by R.J. Knack. He's already made 3 terrific tackles, and the Dragons will turn the ball over on downs.
R.J. Knack is all over the field today, doing a great job. Came into this game about 8th on the list for tackles for the Peacocks. There, he just strung that thing out. Tommy Falk had nowhere to go with that ball, and his tight end got hung up in the wash.
1st and 10 for Upper Iowa at the Dragon 44-yard line. They lead at 7-3. Throw incomplete. Caught on the near sideline by Dragon Joey Hughes. This will be 2nd down. A real big wake-up call for this Dragon defense that really needs to pick up where the offense might have left them short.
Oh, exactly. When you have a quick change like that in your own territory, it's a tough one for the defense.
Camacho squirts through a hole, picks up 5, and it brings up 3rd and 5. Camacho's a pretty bright guy as well. He was following 2 guys, Eddie Gosh, 6'6", 315, and Alex Schneider, 6'4", 3 bills even.
Well, he slides right in underneath, right in next to their hips. You can't even see him. He's that small, but guess what? He's not afraid to go between the tackles.
No.
And he lowers those shoulders, and he picks up positive yardage.
Waymire, big tight end on the right-hand side. They've already used him. Lockway comes running down, and I think, no, it's going to be Upper Iowa that takes a timeout. A chess match going on here at NSIC. 3:14 remaining in the first quarter. We take a break. Upper up, 7-3. No.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
That check-in, as we stayed in Moorhead, presented by Gate City Bank. 3rd and 5. You're the Dragon defensive brass. What are you thinking?
But you really can't take any chances, right? You've got to play it solid. You have to play it straight up and make the plays in front of you. Don't give them 3. You can't give them 3 yards. I know it's 3rd and 5, but you don't want to give him a chance at 4th and 2.
Orbach fires, complete near side. Emsweller, he was pushed out of bounds by Matthew Oslack, junior out of Escondido, California. This is going to be a first down. Emsweller knew where the stick was and got it.
Yeah, and he just got past that line to gain and was able to haul that ball in. Great pitch and catch, like you said. That's one of the things. The defense has to, for the Dragons, has to tighten up. They got to find a way. Have to find a way.
2:50 left, first quarter. 7-3 Upper Iowa. Sun splash day here in Moorhead, Minnesota. Camacho. They got grabbed and thrown down. Terrific penetration and open field tackle by, was that Jake Betcher, the cornerback from DL, came up and made the tackle.
Yeah, number 8, 6'2", 192-pound sophomore out of Detroit Lakes. Jake Betcher, great play coming down, crashing down on that edge.
Dragons bringing some pressure. Orr steps up, throws. Intercepted. Oh no, it was dropped. Dropped on the ground, it was Betcher. He had it for just a moment. Thought he came down with it, excuse me.
2 great plays by Betcher back-to-back there with a tackle for loss. And now pass deflected, almost INT.
Boy, he had that until he came to the ground. Young broadcasters, don't call it prematurely. Empty backfield on 3rd and 9. Orr fires. That was nearly intercepted. See, we learn. That's what we do up here in Moorhead.
Right.
We live,
yeah.
we learn.
Live and learn. Eggert.
Incomplete, 4th and 9, and it looks like Upper Iowa. I don't see any reason to punt from the 33-yard line. You're not going to kick a 50-yard field goal. So you go for it.
Well, they've converted on 3rd and 8. They've converted on 3rd and 7. This is 3rd and 9.
4th and 9.
4th and 9 now. Not a whole lot of difference.
Dragons bring 5. And Orr's going to run for it. And He is going to get the first down, and I think the folks downstairs are looking for a hold that they are not going to get. This will be a first down as Orr needed 9 and got 9.
Got 9.5.
Yeah.
He was able to just get a foot out there, stretch that ball out right when he was getting hit at the sideline. Great coverage downfield, had nobody to throw it to.
I think this has been the story, Don.
Yeah.
Those guys, Upper Iowa, they've converted on 3rd and 4th down.
That's it.
Or stepping up, firing. A bobble and catch made out of bounds by Alexander Stevens. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10. 1:22 remaining. Boy, after that Dragon opening drive where they went down and got a 29-yard field goal by Meal, it's been all Upper Iowa.
Peacocks are showing their plume
Feathers.
right now. Yeah, they are, for sure.
Feathers up. Is that what they call them down there?
I would say.
Too wide here on the near side. Or give. Camacho. Boy, like you said, he doesn't mind getting dirty.
No, he'll put his body at risk, going between the tackles. Of course, he gets to hide behind those big boys.
He picked up 6.
Yeah, that was like the 3-hole, left side of the center and the guard and tackle.
There is very little east and west with Camacho, who's not a big guy, 5'8", $165, dripping wet. 3rd and 4. Here's Camacho. Now he'll go a little east and west. He goes east. And he also went north far enough to get the first down.
Really quick feet, Steve. I see he's patient, and when he needs to turn on the jets, he's able to force himself through a very small hole. That time in particular, took that handoff and waited until there was an opportunity, and he squirted right through and picked up that first down.
The play clock is a half a second quicker than the game clock. Upper Iowa does not have to snap it. There are 7 seconds remaining. And now 3. They get off, and now look at that. They try to snap it with 1 second left, and it's going to cost them 5 yards. And for the first time today, we are going to get to hear from our friend and Storm Lake, Iowa native, Justin Ingalls, who's going to make this call. Justin, grab a mic. Ethan Bayless was guilty of jumping the gun. Bayless, tight end, 300-pounder.
Can't miss him.
No.
Can't
miss many of these guys.
No, they got a big
Drivers
line.
are trying not to miss Camacho.
Oh, they're going to switch it. There you
So
go.
that's the end of the first quarter. All right, we got the explanation. Interesting way to end it. Upper Iowa up 7-3 here on the Dragons Digital Network.
While you learn hobbies like soap carving, B-Dubs raised the bar on bar food and chefed up a stacked roster of hand-smashed burgers, juicy chicken sandwiches, and buffalo chicken tots. So ditch the decoratives and come crush with your crew. Buffalo Wild Wings.
The NSIC Student Athletes pledge
to treat everyone
with respect and dignity.
Respect and dignity.
We will not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
of any kind.
We will stand up
and speak out.
And speak out.
To create an inclusive environment for all.
We see the need for improvement.
And we will use our platform to be influencers of change.
Influencers of change.
Together we can foster a culture of kindness,
and respect for all.
We invite you to support our effort.
Use promo code DRAGONS35 at any Fargo Moorhead Papa John's for 35 10% off of your order. Let's take a look at some first half numbers. It was all Upper Iowa. They had 106 yards in the first quarter on 21 plays. The Dragons 14 plays, 80 yards. Most of them were on that opening drive.
Oh, exactly. They went down the field and kicked that field goal and haven't been able to muster up anything.
This is 1st and 15. Orr finds Camacho. Gets away, and now Camacho is all the way down to the 1 yard line. As Camacho was looking for the end zone, I think Hollenbach got him. This will be 2nd and goal for Upper Iowa at the 2.
Nicely designed play, and like I said before, Camacho very patient. He waits, he gets out there, and he's just trying to pick his way into the end zone.
High formation for Upper Iowa, 2 tight end formation. Orr, Camacho. Orr is his head, and he gets blasted. He's going to try to get pushed into the end zone, but he didn't go anywhere. I think that was Show who came up and just put a lid on Camacho.
Oh, for sure. Met him right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, might have.
Here we go again. For all the trials and tribulations in this first 15, 16 minutes, the Dragons can make a play right here and right now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Camacho, or Lockett, nothing. Lockett got hit by Derek Porozinski and Marcus Gully, the freshman out of West Fargo, EDC Player of the Year. It's 4th and goal from the 2. This is fun stuff.
And they're going to go for it. You know what? Coach Hoskins, seriously, he's wanting to develop this team into a winning team, and you can do it by running the football.
Lockett looking for the edge. Got it. Touchdown, Upper Iowa. Lockett had to run a mile, but he found the end zone.
Yes, he did, and great edge blocking out there by the wide receivers. Peacocks had a methodical type of drive, Steve. That last drive started in the end of the first quarter, ended here at the beginning of the second quarter, very methodically.
On the turnover on downs.
Yes, turnover on downs on the inside of Dragon territory.
Guillen's extra point is drilled through. 13:05 remaining in the first half. It's now Upper Iowa 14, the Dragons 3.
At MatBus, we're taking action to make your ride as safe as possible. Extra sanitizing, protective equipment, and suspending fare collection to minimize contact. We also need your help. Face coverings are required on all MatBus vehicles for the protection of our passengers and staff. We can all get there safely. Together.
Visit the Moorhead Shields for all your professional, college, and high school team gear. Enjoy shopping the large women's clothing section, or bring your sporting goods in for tune-ups at the Moorhead Shields. Jordan Austin, the 3rd member of our team, is downstairs behind the Dragon defensive huddle. Jesse Courier. Wonder if he learned something. Guillen will kick for the first time against the wind. High, this is really short. Grabbed at the 30-yard line, and getting pushed down by his own man is Caden Wolski out of Carrington, North Dakota. He was on the 2019 and 2020 UND roster.
Wolski did a nice job. Kind of looked like he was going to get out of that little wrap-up of a tackle as he went sideways. I thought he was going to squirt out and head out towards the sideline. Good return by Wolski, though. Hung on to the football.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he had a touchdown on his mind.
No, you're an up.
Hang on for dear life.
When you're an up back like that, that's all it is. If it comes to you, make sure you hang on to the ball.
Falk, good protection, fires. Incomplete, bobbled, nearly intercepted. Is it near? Did Bresnahan get shut out in the first quarter? He did.
Yes. Shut out in the first quarter. Now, Tommy trying to force a play right now. He still needs to stay cool, like we said at the beginning of this game. Right now, I think he's feeling a little bit too much pressure, not from the defense, but on making plays. Stay cool, take what they give you.
Falk throws far side. That's complete. I think that's a little more of what the Dragon wanted. Just do the little stuff well. If I can make a comparison, I'm certainly not comparing the Dragons to the New York Football Jets, but Zach Wilson has been forcing. You don't need to do that.
Exactly.
Don't throw picks. Just take what they give you.
Yep. Make it simple. Get positive yardage. Make it happen. Move the chains.
Opportunity here on 3rd and 3. Falk fires. Complete, first down.
That's it.
Mark
right there.
found the stick, got the first down.
Yep, exactly. He's very accurate. We've seen it all year. I mean, this young man is averaging over 300 yards a game, right? Now, granted, 1 win, 2 losses, and in those 2 losses, they're fighting at the end to get back in the end zone, throwing the ball a lot. But fact is that he's very accurate too. So have patience, make it happen when they give it to you. Take it.
Marquardt again. What's wrong with that? That's 6 yards on first down.
It's like a long handoff, just a little hitch pattern. He goes out there, turns, looks for the ball, easy pitch and catch.
What else? Zero risk.
Exactly.
Second and long 4. 2 receivers to the right. Dragons across midfield for the 3rd time today. Falk has a lot of room to run. Instead, he'll fire. There's Bresnahan, his first catch. That's a first down. That guy's moving in on becoming the all-time leading receiver for the Dragons.
Just needs 4 more. What a great route run by Grady Bresnahan. Goes in, recognizes the zone, is able to sit down in a pocket, wide open. As Tommy comes around the corner, he's able to hit him right on the numbers.
Bieberdorf, a lot of running room. Still on his feet, then getting plowed down in a violent manner by Miles McHaney IV. There's nothing like getting hit hard and high by Miles McHaney IV.
That was a slobber knocker of a hit right there.
Right.
And he set it up because he slowed his feet down. He didn't keep running hard. Trying to pick away and try to find a little scoot area.
Dick couldn't grab it, and probably better that he didn't because Brody Buzzle was going to blow him up.
Yeah. Miles McKinney was also out there, number 97, defensive end.
Don. Miles McHaney IV.
The 4th, excuse me, I'm sorry. You are right, Miles McKinney.
The IV.
MM the 4th.
They call him MM4.
MM4, right?
Second and 10.
I'm pretty sure we just made that up, but yeah, MM4.
Of course we did.
Well, I'd
what
call
we
him
do.
that. I'd call him that in the locker room for sure.
Dick in trouble.
Yeah.
Lath Smith, the first out of Wapello, Iowa, made the tackle in the backfield. That's a loss of a couple. This is 3rd and 13.
Getting help from Samson Tapui, also defensive lineman, 6'1", 265. He's a senior. And I said that at the beginning of the game. Their defensive line plays a lot of games up front, and they're older guys.
Yeah.
Bunch of seniors. And their linebacking crew, a bunch of seniors. So they're not rookies out here. They want to put their best foot forward, and they're doing a great job right now against the Dragons.
3rd and 14 for Tommy Falk.
Just move the chains.
Looking long. Incomplete. He was looking for Marquardt. Boy, this is another 4th down, and it's in that area where you really can't kick it. Is it?
I would. I'd try to pin him deep.
You'd punt it.
Well, don't punt it into the end zone. Just pooch it. Little pooch kick.
I know pooching going on.
Little pooch into the corner. I know it's
no pooching.
There's 10 minutes left in the second quarter. There's a lot of game left. It's only 11 points.
This is 4th and 14. Falk Fires. Incomplete. Dragon fell down. Falk really had nowhere to go, and for the second time in consecutive possessions, the Dragons will turn the ball over on downs. It's not like they turned it over at their own 20-yard line. They're going to give Upper Iowa field position at the 31, so it's not really, I don't think it's that expensive of a risk. Do you?
Well,
a pooch? What are the odds?
I don't know. I mean, Czech did a nice job of pooching one in that first game.
Your defense also hasn't stopped these guys.
That is true. That is true. Defense has to play a much better ball game here.
Luckett breaking 2 tackles and picking up 4 yards. 9:45 remaining first half. Steve DeStatio, Don Groth watching some Division II Northern Sun intra-league play between the Dragons and Upper Iowa University.
And this is, folks, a beautiful day. You see it here on the screen, and the sun is shining on the Dragons today. What a beautiful, beautiful day here in the fall up in Moorhead, Minnesota.
Play action, Orr has all day. Now he's going to fire near side.
He's giving it to him.
He make that catch? Are you kidding me? That's Alexander Stevens. He was planning on where he was going to put his foot to get down when that ball was thrown from Dilworth.
He got 2 in also. I believe he has both feet down as he had them both stuck.
Look at that.
Both stuck.
That is gorgeous.
His left down, drug his right. That's a
catch.
That's a catch on Sundays. That is for sure.
Wow. Lane Canny down the left-hand sideline. These Upper Iowa Fighting Peacocks are having some fun this afternoon.
They've got energy right now built into themselves that they've created it all on themselves because obviously they're 0-3. They were looking for one thing, and what was that? Is confidence.
They got it.
They've got it right now. Exactly.
They're just balling.
Yep.
They think this is Harms Eye Shot Stadium. 2nd and 2. Low snap. This ball's on the ground. Orr in a whole boatload of trouble. Somehow gets out of it, and he goes out of bounds. While he goes out of bounds, we go downstairs to Jordan Austin.
After that last touchdown, the defense came off, and the main concern was how to set the edge and contain Camacho on this running attack. The other point of emphasis was to just get off the field. There's too many 3rd and 4th down conversions happening, just like the touchdown was.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jordan. Exactly right. I mean, that's what we've been seeing up here. I didn't know about the edge because it looked like Camacho had been going up the middle. Here's a delay right up the middle, and this is going to get stopped. Terrific play defensively by Jordan Magnuson. The Dragons think they have the ball.
I think he stripped him right on the tackle. Oh. Magnuson, watch the play here. He wraps him up. He's stripping him at the same time. Yes, his knee.
Out. Okay.
His knee was down.
Okay.
He spun him all the way around. Great takedown. You know, Magnuson, quite the wrestler, too, for the Dragons. Excellent wrestler.
National quarterfinalist 3 years ago after we went down to Excelsior Springs, Missouri.
Exactly, down in that Kansas City area.
First punt today. This is an end-over kick after what could have been disaster, and then a 2-hop grab by Bresnahan. But the Dragons got off the field, exactly what Jordan Austin was just talking about. They stopped the edge, they stopped the draw play on Willie Camacho, and they got off the field.
Yes, and that is a big check mark right now to help this defense get off the field, get a rest, figure out what the heck they're going to do. Now the offense needs to convert. Keep her cool, Tommy.
From the 13, Bieberdorf dragging Peacocks. A couple feathers fall off. Picks up 7.
Nice job running through that tackle. Isaac Pope, cornerback, 6'3", 190 pounds, out of San Antonio, Texas. Number 7 for the Peacocks there on the tackle, but Bieberdorf able to power his way through and push his way for a few extra yards.
Second and 2. Imdick. Boy, he got right to the stick. They're going to give him the first down.
Wow.
You know, I've been watching this Peyton and Eli, these two guys that used to play tackle football, right, on Monday nights, and they said there was no third down. Peyton did. He said our philosophy was first down, second down, first down. Try not to get in those third downs.
Right.
And that's what the Dragons just did.
Yep.
Now they matriculate the ball and they get a new set of downs.
It's a lot easier.
Or throwing. Bieberdorf.
Much easier to work from that standpoint because your playbook is wide open, right?
Yeah.
And you're not opening your hand to the defense, right? So if you're in third and long, what are you going to have to do normally? If you can't run the ball, you got to pass the ball.
Isaac Pope is down. He was the one just defending. He looked like he got twisted up. While he's down, we'll take a quick break. 14-3, Upper Iowa leading the Dragons. Other games in the NSIC today, Southwest is at Concordia St. Paul at 2 o'clock. Augustana is at Bemidji. That sounds tasty. Winona at Mary. That sounds like a long bus ride. And then tonight, Sioux Falls at Northern, Wayne at Duluth. Watch out for the Wayne State Wildcats this year. Off to a good start. And then tonight, Mankato, Minnesota State Mankato will be at Minot. That sounds like a late night as well. Speaking of late nights and late days, John Webking is with us up here, popping his head in the booth. Good night last night with the Dragon volleyball squad, and then we have volleyball this afternoon right here on the Dragons digital network as Imdick is loose. Trevor Imdick loose across the 40. 45-50 will finally get spun down across midfield, and the Dragons have their longest play of the day.
That was blocked perfectly as they ran him in motion, slid him out to the right, just a bubble screen. One good block, and he is off to the races. Great job by Luke
Imdick, yeah.
Wow, nice run. Picked the right side, was able to find some openings.
There's Grady. He's elusive. And he got up in the air. Second catch today, that one was good for 6.
I'll tell you what, over the last 4 years, that young man.
6 years.
Wow, okay. So, okay. Whee! There's always a dramatic piece that goes into the game with him. Somewhere along the line, he's going to do something that's like dramatic. Now, you know, it might not be a touchdown or anything, but like that play, he gave his all to grab 2 more yards. That's it. You know, and he jumped and went from being a 5-yard gain to a 7-yard gain.
Or I'm sorry, Falk.
Falk throwing a BB. Ryan Turner.
Harvey Turner.
Harvey.
This drive started from the 13-yard line after the Dragons forced Upper Iowa's first punt today. Now they're inside the 30. Falk looking long. Is that Grady? Touchdown, Dragons! Tommy Falk with a perfect strike, and the Dragons cut into this Upper Iowa lead.
Kept his cool, made the plays where they were. The offense executed very well. Those screen passes and those swing passes made the defense come up and play the line of scrimmage stronger. That left Grady Bresnahan one-on-one with his guy in that play. And I give him 70-30 chance every time he goes up out there one-on-one that he's going to come down with the ball.
Meal. Yes. Tide has turned here as we step away. 4:01 remaining in the first half. It's now Upper Iowa 14, the Dragons 10.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
Ladies and gentlemen, Don Groth.
Right on. I'll tell you what, Steve.
Yeah.
That is how you answer the bell. You fight back and you make adjustments. 87-yard drive to pay dirt. Grady Bresnahan with a pass from
Falk.
Falk's on the
cool.
money.
He's been cool today, right?
He's played cool.
This is going to be run out.
Yeah,
this
goal
is
line.
Xavier Saldana. Dragons have an opportunity to pin him. Saldana, give him credit. This ball's down, and so Saldana at the 21-yard line. This was about to be trouble, big trouble for the Dragons. They came up with that stop. If not, and they go in, it's 21-3.
Stop.
14-10.
Yep, stop, and then that double hot punt that was covered by Grady. Thank the Lord, because it looked like it was going to go between his legs when he jumped down on it.
If you're
but
a Dragon fan.
You've got it. Thank the Lord on that, yes, for them. And then they turn it right into positive yardage every play.
Camacho spun down at the 25. That's 3 yards. That's Matt Show, and that's also Matthew Oslack making a tackle.
Oslack on that tackle. The Dragons took the momentum away from the Peacocks on that last drive.
And now Steve Lockway maybe is thinking to get the ball back. He'll take a timeout here, and so will we. 3:48 remaining in the first half. Peacocks up by 4.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
The newest member of our Dragon squad is Jordan Austin. What do you got, Jordan?
After that last Dragons touchdown, the benches basically cleared with celebration, and immediately after, Coach Lockway sat down and asked for faith in the defense, and then really stressed the importance of trying to get a 2-minute drill in to score before the end of the half.
Jordan, I think that's a great point, because I think that's why Lockway called timeout here. He's thinking, you know what, momentum has quickly shifted. Let's get a stop and get off the field, and that's not going to happen as Upper Iowa just converted. But you like the philosophy. That is the uber-aggressive philosophy that Steve Lockway has brought to this program since day one.
Oh, exactly. He's gonna have faith in the kids, and he's gonna give them every opportunity to show success and have success. The coaches are putting these kids into right positions and everything, so they just have to perform and execute.
High snap. Camacho, watch out. Camacho is fast. He's also up close to the 50-yard line. Put him down right at midfield.
17-yard gain.
So as much as you liked the uber aggressive thinking of Lockway. Now they got to buckle down and, like Jordan just said, put his faith in the defense.
Oh, yeah, they need to make a stop here. Here at midfield would be a good stop for the Dragons, just to get off the field and let their offense, who's got the hot hand right now, get back on the field.
Camacho. Jordan Magnuson brought him down, and Jordan Magnuson had to run north towards Maine, and then he had to come around and catch Camacho from behind.
And he reached out with one arm and was able to pull him back in, reel him in, ride his back a little bit for a couple yards. But yeah, that was
right. He did a big old hook. He did a button hook.
Oh yeah, covered a lot of ground to get touch with Camacho.
2nd and 7 here at the 2:12 mark. Another high snap, or complete. Going down at the 36-yard line is Alexander Stevens. He has a couple of receptions today, and all of a sudden, the tide has turned once again. This is just, I think, what we expected with a fired-up Peacock squad and the Dragon squad looking to get back in the win column for the first time since opening night in Marshall back on September the 2nd. Camacho, right up the middle. And he got tripped up at the end by Jake Betcher as he picks up 5.
Betcher's played all over the field today. Plays right cornerback, slides in, makes that tackle, just slides in from his cornerback position, is able to slide down and get the wrap up on Camacho. I know the Dragons are looking to try to strip the ball, trying to do anything they possibly can to get this ball back.
1:02, and now a minute remaining here in this first half. Camacho again. Touchdown saving tackle made at the 23-yard line.
Just a straight blast, Steve, right up the middle. The big guys up front, the offensive line for the Peacocks, saying, hey, we were doing it earlier, let's do it again. They opened up a nice little slice space for Camacho to slide through and pick up big yardage.
Or searching for the sideline, and he tiptoes across the 20-yard line and goes down at the 18. A really heads-up play by Orr. As now Upper Iowa finds themselves under a half a minute. They still have 2 timeouts remaining.
Darius Woods was the one to, Woods Steichen was the one to chase Orr out of the pocket.
Go defense! Gotta make the play!
So this is a 2nd and 5 situation for Upper Iowa. 28 seconds remaining here in this first half. Orr hit from behind and taken down. Darius Woods Steichen with his 2nd sack this season.
Nice. Nice play by Darius. Darius sheds his blocker and is able to come right on the backside of the quarterback Orr and get that sack for the Dragons. Brings up a long 3rd and 13.
You know, you said this is someplace in between a root hogger and a slobber dog. This is a chess match. It's real. I mean, you got the Dragons, Steve Lockway taking timeouts, thinking, wow, we can get the ball back. Instead, now they're just trying to hang on, and now you've got Upper Iowa after the huge play by Darius Woods Steichen. I was thinking a moment ago, boy, if the Dragons could settle for maybe only giving up a field goal, that would be terrific. But another big play, and this would be a long kick against the wind.
Well, it's a long kick right now.
If it comes to that.
Right.
There's 22 seconds remaining, and the other thing is Upper Iowa only has 1 timeout remaining. They did take their time on this drive.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They wanted to grab some momentum back, so positive yardage was the way to do it. And their offensive line has proved to be really good until that last play.
This is 3rd and 14. This is Camacho. He's fast, he's sneaky, he's slick, and he's short of the first down. And now Upper Iowa is forced to take its final timeout. We'll duck away. 12 seconds remaining in the first half. 14-10 Upper Iowa.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
12 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is interesting. If Camacho would have gotten another foot and a half,
yeah,
the clock would have stopped.
Change the
and then they could have possibly ground the ball. So Upper Iowa does have that in their hip pocket. They probably have 2 plays, but the other twist of this is it's 4th down.
It is 4th down, which makes things way different because if you don't convert, you're giving it back to the Dragons. And it might only be with 4 or 5 seconds left or 6 seconds left. They're gonna try it for a field goal.
Okay.
Yep.
Guillen's 1 of 2 so far this season. This is out of the hold of Jack Belkey. This is a 32-yard field goal. Kick on its way. And that's no good. He pushed it to the right. That's a big, big check mark for that Dragon defense.
No doubt. The defense for the Dragons were able to stop that offense that had a lot of momentum going. And, that's a big win for the Dragons here before halftime.
I think they're going to be lucky, honestly, going to the locker room down 14-10. I just feel like Upper Iowa's dominated 2/3, 3/4 of that first half.
I would say good 70%, yeah, for sure. Agreed.
So barring a disaster, Falk's going to grab this, take a knee, and that is going to do it for half number 1. Let's go downstairs where Jordan Austin has found head coach Steve Lockway.
All right, so after that first half, you're down 4 points. What do you got to do to try and get ahead and take control of this game in the second half?
I think defensively we just got to be better on 3rd and 4th downs. I think we let too many drives extend. Offensively, just got to finish drives when we're in red zone and get points. So I think there's some things we can build on, but there's some things working against us. We got to get off the field defensively. That's number 1. All
right. Thank you. Good luck in the second half.
Here in Moorhead, Upper Iowa leads the Dragons 14-10. We're back with more. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragons football on the Dragons Digital Network.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a news membership, you get all access. What does all access mean? For one low subscription rate, you can read and view all of the 20-plus Forum Communications news brands, including exclusive members-only live streams and virtual events. Simply become a member to get all your local and regional news from all of our online news sites, e-papers, apps, and more. Discover the benefits of All Access membership today.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
While you learn hobbies like soap carving, B-Dubs raised the bar on bar food and chefed up a stacked roster of hand-smashed burgers, juicy chicken sandwiches, and buffalo chicken tots. So ditch the decoratives and come crush with your crew. Buffalo Wild Wings.
The NSIC Student Athletes pledge
To treat everyone
with respect and dignity.
respect and dignity.
We will not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
Of any kind.
We will stand up
and speak out
And speak out.
to create an inclusive environment for all.
We see the need for improvement.
And we will use our platform to be influencers of change.
Influencers of change.
Together.
Together, we can foster a culture of kindness,
kindness, and respect for all.
We invite you to support our effort.
Today's live coverage on the Dragons Digital Network is brought to you by our broadcast partners, Bell Bank, Brandfolk, BSN Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, Bite Speed, Herbert and Gerberts, Inforum, Gate City Bank, Matt Bus, Microtel, Midco, Papa John's, Pepsi, Richard's Transportation, Sanford Health, Shields, Shucks Bus Service, State Farm Agent David Eggers, WDAY, the NSIC, and Minnesota State University Moorhead.
Hi, I'm Travis Anderson, the old strength coach.
And I'm Phil Herkenoff, the current strength coach.
As you can see, there's a lot of big changes happening in the weight room right now.
There will be new racks, weights, bars, plates, new floor, new turf, and a whole new weight room.
And it's real, it's happening, but we need your help to make it special for all the Dragons.
This is the one room that serves every single student athlete, so if you want to make a big impact for all Dragons, now is the time.
Help lift the Dragons right now at msumdragons.com/lift. On the site, you'll be able to buy a dumbbell, a medicine ball, a bar, a plate, a rack. Help us outfit this space with the best equipment possible. Each item will mean hundreds of thousands of reps invested in Dragon athletics.
There are up to $20,000 worth of gifts, and everything you give is doubled.
So go to msumdragons.com/lift today to help lift up our Dragons.
Welcome to the Dragon Way podcast, where we showcase the culture of MSUM Dragons football through the lens of those who lived it while they played and how they're living it today. I'm Wade, I'm your host, and I like B-Dubs. For those of you who don't know what the Dragon Way is, simply it's 4 things Dragon football focuses on to create men of character. Do what's right, find a way, be a great teammate, and keep getting better. That's the Dragon Way. Here to talk about their experience playing for Dragon football and living the Dragon Way today is Jeff Stith. Thanks for joining us, Jeff. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good. Why don't you tell the listeners, what you've been up to, where you're at, all that good stuff.
So I was part of the team from the 2015 season through the 2018 seasons. Right now I live in Fargo, North Fargo, kind of by the Dome, with my wife, and currently I am working for NDSU as a graduate fellow. So basically what that means is I work so many hours for them each week, and then they pay me, and also I get to get my master's while I'm there doing that. So right now I'm working on getting my master's in plant sciences, kind of focusing on weed science, and looking at entering the agricultural field here soon. So
next question here, how did you change from before Dragon football to now because of that experience?
as a player, I could definitely say I changed just what my goals were. In high school, I played for Cavalier, North Dakota, which was a 9-man team. And we were the Cavalier, North Dakota. Yeah, we have to make sure that gets in.
Yes, sir.
But we were back-to-back state champions, and it wasn't, I won't lie, it wasn't really, too difficult of a path for both those. So my mindset wasn't always on, our goal was always to win the state championship, but my mind wasn't always on getting the state championship. I knew I wanted to play college ball, so my mind was also on my personal performance and my stats. Like after every game, I knew exactly how many sacks I had that season already, and that isn't the best mindset to have as a player. And I think it really helped. It was humbling to come to MSUM because you're no longer, big dog on campus. You got the best player of every team coming together to play, other best players from other teams, high school teams. So it was really humbling, and also just the what I was taught here really helped me focus on team goals instead of just individual goals, which I think is, at least in my mind, a better attitude and way to go about things, is to not just focus on a team win, not just an individual win. Like, as far as a personal, like, what I always remember is still see my senior year going in and talking to you when we were setting up like our speed packages and everything, since me and you kind of got thrown together as that the coach and senior combo just last year. But coming in together and be talking it through, and then me kind of just telling you like, hey, I don't care what happens, we're putting Jordan Magnuson out there on speed package because he's faster than me. It makes sense. And you kind of being like, are you sure you're okay with that? I'm like, well, yeah, because he's going to get a sack and I'm, slow as crap back there. So like, just kind of realizing that's always been like, when I think back of it, at least a moment of where I'd shown my growth as like a player and as a person, is just realizing that, yeah, it's, it's a speed package. It'd be cool to be on that. But as far as the team, what's best for the team, that's what, need to be done. And looking back at that season, I still think that was the, right call and everything, like Jordan, and did what he was supposed to do. And I'm excited to see what all those, D-line boys are going to do this season, just because it's like seeing your little brothers grow up and know they were going to be better than you. And so they better ball out. Otherwise, I'm going to be very disappointed in them.
Yeah, Jordan turned out to be a pretty decent football player. And those seniors, man, they're something else. That's for sure. So. All right, Jeff. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to come on today, and I wish you nothing but the best here as you're going through and finishing your master's degree up, and I just appreciate you for taking the time to come on.
Well, yeah, I appreciate being on here. It was fun.
All right, man. All right, you can listen to the Dragon Wave podcast on Apple, Spotify, and of course at MSUMDragons.com and the MSUM Dragons app. If you believe like I do that something great is happening at Dragon Football, please subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, then resubscribe one more time. And don't forget to share the show. Until next time, do what's right, find a way, be a great teammate, and keep getting better. That's the Dragon Way. Thanks for listening, and go Dragons.
Go Dragons, baby.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a news membership, you get all access. What does all access mean? For one low subscription rate, you can read and view all of the 20-plus Forum Communications news brands, including exclusive members-only live streams and virtual events. Simply become a member to get all your local and regional news from all of our online news sites, e-papers, apps, and more. Discover the benefits of All Access membership today.
Oh, yeah. 14-10, the Dragons trailing here at the half, and we'll get some words of encouragement from Don Groth in just a moment on why we think this score could be, shall we say, a little wider. Let's take a look at some first half highlights here from Alex Nemzik. This is Orr hitting DJ Emsweller. That put Upper Iowa on the board as they scored on their first possession, 11 plays, 72 yards, 7-3 after the first quarter. And this Luckett, Keontae, he's been that 1-2 punch of Willie Camacho and Keontae Luckett. I like him. Upper Iowa was ready to go in, but they got stopped, and then the Dragons marched down. 89 yards to Grady Bresnahan. They are celebrating on Langer Avenue in Castleton with that Grady Bresnahan touchdown, a 29-yard strike from Falk. And then, Don, you might want to hide the women and children as Darius Wood-Steichen coming from behind and getting a huge sack. Upper Iowa would miss a field goal at the end of the half. It's only 14-10 Upper Iowa as we take a look at some first half numbers.
Exactly, and it could have been worse. You look at the time of possession, the Peacocks won that by 7 minutes. It's kind of crazy. Total yards are about the same, but if you look at that number, 14 rushing yards for the Dragons. It's kind of ugly. Got to have more than that to be able to control the ball.
Real quick before we jump out of here, these stats presented by Papa John's. I like those numbers. You said Tommy had to be cool and the offensive line had to be good. No turnovers. That's a testament to both of them.
Yes, exactly. And Tommy's been cool, sitting in there 14 out of 22 for 189 yards passing. He's only forced one ball, and it was incomplete. He's lucky there. But other than that, he has stayed the course. He's doing things right.
14-10, right back after this.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
While you learn hobbies like soap carving, B-Dubs raised the bar on bar food and chefed up a stacked roster of hand-smashed burgers, juicy chicken sandwiches, and buffalo chicken tots. So ditch the decoratives and come crush with your crew. Buffalo Wild Wings.
The NSIC Student Athletes pledge
To treat everyone
with respect and dignity.
respect and dignity.
We will not tolerate discrimination of any kind.
Of any kind.
We will stand up
And speak out
And speak out.
to create an inclusive environment for all.
We see the need for improvement.
And we will use our platform to be influencers of change.
Influencers of change.
together.
Together, we can foster a culture of kindness,
And respect for all.
We invite you to support our effort.
At MatBus, we're taking action to make your ride as safe as possible. Extra sanitizing, protective equipment, and suspending fare collection to minimize contact. We also need your help. Face coverings are required on all MatBus vehicles for the protection of our passengers and staff. We can all get there safely. Together.
Leads it. They're just starting the third quarter down at Seafoam Stadium in St. Paul, where Concordia leads Southwest Minnesota State 17-10. Some games starting at the top of the hour. Augie is at Bemidji. Winona State is in Bismarck to take on the University of Mary. 3 night games under the lights in Aberdeen, Duluth, and Minot, where Minot State will host Minnesota State Mankato. This look around the league is presented by Richards Transportation. Call 218-233-3404 and book your next trip with Richards. As far as your upcoming schedule, remember we've got volleyball right after this on the Dragons Digital Network at 3:30, Dragons against Minnesota State Mankato. Next Saturday, Don will rejoin me as Minnesota Duluth comes to town as the Dragons start NSIC North play. And then the Dragons are on the road. They'll go Beaver on October the 9th and October the 16th before they return back here on October the 23rd. The upcoming schedule presented by Bell Bank. Beautiful look at Shields Field outside. That is not such a great look right there. I'm Steve. That's Don right there, and Don's got some thoughts about this first half that we just witnessed.
Well, first half, it could have been a lot worse, Steve, for the Dragons. They finally made a stop. Once they got that stop, they were able to have a little more confidence. They scored that touchdown to Bresnahan, catch 29-yarder. But before that, they hadn't done anything. So this game could have gotten a little bit out of hand. Now it's within touch for the Dragons.
All right, we start the second half here. Just like that, this is Willie Camacho at the 15-yard line. 20-25, and then he gets blasted by Hughes on special teams. I really believe that stop at the end of the half, the couple of stops at the end of the half is the reason why this thing isn't really out of whack.
Right. I mean, if they would have given up 7 there, you're talking a 21-10 game. Potentially could have been a score before that, but you know, the Dragons now, their defense has some confidence too that they had lost in the second quarter.
See how possession number 1 here in the second half for Upper Iowa plays out. They'll go to Camacho. He'll slip a tackle, and it doesn't take him long. He's got these long, he said he's got shifty feet, but when he wants to, he can gallop like a racehorse.
Oh, for sure. He knows how to pick him up and put him down. Like I said, he's only 5'8", 165 pounds, but he runs a lot better. 62 yards on 11 carries in that first half for Camacho. Averages 94 a game.
Remember, he didn't start the first half. Luckett got the touchdown. Camacho again. Oh, he got hit hard. That's Matt Show again. Matt Show has belted him lid to lid twice so far today.
Exactly, and Show shows no mercy on that tackle as he comes in and really puts the hammer down.
Don Groth exercising his vocabulary. Love it. Here we go. Steve Lockway just told Jordan Austin at halftime, got to get off the field on third down.
And right now, this is what the Dragons are going to try to do.
3rd and 6, 2 receivers right in front of you on the near side. Orr's looking this way. Fires. Complete, and that's going to be a first down. That is a great catch by Alexander Stevens, who's made a couple spectacular catches today. Watch this ball on his finger, tips right there, and then he hauled it in for the first down. All of our replays presented by Midco.
He's got glue on those gloves, I'm sure. They gave him a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, and they gave him probably an extra yard on that.
Okay.
He wasn't quite at the 40. He was close. Still made the first down, though.
Details. Or in trouble, running for his life.
Oh, my word.
Now he throws it Brett Favre style and picks up 3 or 4 yards. An amazing play. Stevens with the catch.
Eludes 3 would-be tacklers chasing him out of the pocket, and then he's able to do a shovel pass for about 5.
That's a difference of 15 yards. That's a 10-yard sack. Or a gain of 5.
Exactly. And that's just like a loss of down if you get that sack.
2nd and 5. Or Camacho. He broke a couple tackles, got 10 yards as he continues to pile up yardage. Again, Camacho, we can tell he's a bright guy. He went right behind Eddie, oh my gosh, 6'6", 315 from Schaumburg, Illinois.
And Brian Sadler in there.
Big boys.
Tyler Nielsen.
First at the line of the buffet.
Some big bodies, you for sure.
Camacho again, nothing. Is that show again? Veda got a hand on him. And Josiah Beam got a lid. Appleton, Wisconsin native. Good football played over there in that Fox Valley area.
For sure. Beam, outside linebacker, 6'2", 210, comes in and knifes the legs out from underneath the running back. Camacho.
2nd and 10. Emsweller in motion to the near side. Or running, has a lot of room. Throws it to Camacho, who gets immediately hit after picking up 6 yards. Betcher over there. This will bring up another 3rd down opportunity for the Dragon defense.
Again, like we talk about, Tommy Falk for the Dragons taking what's given to them here, or does the same thing, just taking what's given. They hide Camacho as a helper with the offensive line. He ducks under the arm of a defensive tackle, pretends like he's going to block him, then slides out into a pass pattern, and they pick up 3-4 yards.
Camacho on the edge, and he gets nothing. That was sniffed out beautifully from the get-go by Denver Sheets. Terrific play on the edge. That's exactly what Steve Lockway brought up at the halftime interview. The edge and getting off on 3rd and 4th down. Now Upper Iowa's going to kick this away.
There you go. There's the stop that the Dragons needed coming out of the locker room here in the 3rd quarter. Getting an opportunity to get the ball back, see what they can muster up on offense. Great job by the Dragon defense.
This is Belke to boot it away. Maybe going to look for a corner. Straight up it goes. Grady Bresnahan calls for the fair catch and makes it at the 12-yard line. Okay, the Dragon defense. Check. Gave up a couple first downs, but they got the ball back.
Yep, made the stops when they needed to. You know, we talked about a few games ago, we talked about how important turnovers are. Turnovers, not only interceptions and fumbles, but turnovers on downs make a big difference, you know, and when you get them, it does make a difference.
So Tommy Falk and the Dragon offense take over the 13-yard line. 9:50 remaining, third quarter. It is 14-10. Falk fires near side. That's Marquardt. He is wide open. Marquardt can't elude the tackle. DJ Green Jr. out of Tampa, Florida makes the tackle, but that's 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards again. Marquardt, runs a great route. He's up hard, makes the defensive back get back on his heels. DJ Green Jr. able to make himself available to Tommy Falk.
Now they'll go backwards. M. Dick on a little, what's that, a bubble screen that just went nowhere.
Now the last half and the long drive was helped out a lot by 2 or 3 of those behind the line of scrimmage type bubble passes. The Peacocks made an adjustment. They sniffed that one out.
Tried again. Got back to the line of scrimmage and 4 more. Okay, so it brings up 3rd and 6. A lot more manageable. 6 yards to go instead of that 16 nonsense.
For sure.
Are down at the 34-yard line.
Once they load up like that, if we remember, on Bresnahan's touchdown pass, as you run those bubble screens, the defensive backs, the linebackers, the defensive line, everybody is starting to bunch upfield, and that's why Grady was able to get behind his man, catch that 29-yard touchdown pass.
Falk in trouble, and he's going to go down. He'll get sacked by Eric Hansen, senior out of Burlington, Illinois. That is Hansen's team-leading 5th sack this season.
Brings up 4th down.
So, 17-yard reception by Marquardt, and then nothing. So Check will come in and kick it away.
Not only does Hansen lead the Peacocks in sacks, he also leads them in tackles for loss.
.41-yard punt by Check ends up into the hands of Lane Canny, and Upper Iowa will take over. So after scores on each of their possessions in the first half, Don, defense takes over here in the second half.
Right? So that means at halftime both teams have made some great adjustments to stymie their opponent's offense. Defensively, the Dragons came out and were able to get off the field, and now the Peacocks mimic that same thing.
Camacho, or that's Luckett, and Luckett is loose. Luckett finally gets taken down. Keontae Luckett, who had the 2-yard touchdown run on 4th down to make it 14-3, just exploded for 34 yards and a first down.
I missed who got that tackle, but it was well needed on the sideline over there as he chased him down.
Luckett up the middle. Got 1.
Jared Collenbach coming in, knifing his way down the line of scrimmage to help it out on that tackle. Got the legs wrapped up.
6:42 remaining, rapidly played third quarter. 2nd and 10 for Upper Iowa at the Dragon 35-yard line. Or give. Luckett dancing into the secondary. Luckett loose, he's going to go in. Oh, bunch of missed tackles, and Keontae Luckett walks in from 35, and Upper Iowa extends their lead.
Make no bones about it, that offensive line just overpowered the Dragons' defensive line, opened up a great big hole, and Luckett was able to pick his way through. Like you said, he danced a little, but all those were direction-changing steps, able to get upfield, and when he turned on the jets to get to that end zone, he was off to the races.
Guillen sends it towards the beer garden. Through the 6:24 remaining. Third quarter. Upper Iowa now leads at 21-10.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit msumdragons.com/swim for more information. That's msumdragons.com/swim.
You'll never pay an ATM fee anywhere when you use your Gate City Bank debit card. You can even choose a free MSUM Dragon card design to show your team's spirit. Just a couple reasons why Gate City Bank was named one of the world's best banks by Forbes magazine. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life, member FDIC. 35-yard touchdown run by Keontae Luckett. 21-10 Upper Iowa, looking for its first win for new head coach Jason Hoskins. They've got a little Hoskins and Dragon connection after this Guillen boot. At the 6-yard line. Our returner down 30-yard line. Hoskins was a student assistant in 2002, 2003, and 2005 at Morris College. Do you know who the athletic director was at Morris?
No idea.
A guy named Chad Walthall.
Oh, there you go.
Now we're going to see Walthall's kid Brooke play later today. It all comes
Wraps
full
around.
circle, doesn't it? All comes full circle. Also coached at Minnesota Duluth.
So he knows a little bit about the conference. Nowhere.
Imdick just got an introduction to Lath Smith. As the Dragons, these last couple plays are going backwards. You feel like this is a little danger time. They've already survived one danger time. Watch this. Hello, boom.
Second down.
All
Lath
kinds
Smith
of action.
For 3.
Yeah.
3-yard loss. Sorry, Don.
No, that's all right. All kinds of action. Eric Hansen also in the backfield on that.
2nd and 13. You've clung on and survived, only trailed by 4 at the half. Falk gets belted. Here's Bresnahan. He'll go down. That will tie the record all time for MSU Moorhead, set by Jabari Taylor back in the Dustin Long era, back 2006, 7, and 8. So that's the record tire. One more would give Grady Bresnahan the all-time receptions lead.
Back in those days for the Dragons, it was a little odd to see a guy drop back 35, 40 times a game, and Dustin Long was popping those passes. I mean, it was like Star Wars around here.
Air to Mayo.
Air to Mayo, there you go. Exactly, yeah.
But he knew his defense struggled. Right?
Yeah.
They weren't deep, so he knew. He got guys that could jump out of the gym. Bruce Green, Jabari Taylor, Enol Gillis, the running back.
Yes.
And then Dustin Long, who came from a D1 that slips my mind at the moment. But he knew he had to score points to win games.
Oh, yeah, and
they went
ran.
6-5 in 2006. I give him credit after a 1-10 season. 3rd and 9. Falk with time. Fires. Complete. Marquardt, first down. Trent Marquardt found an opening, and Falk found him for the first down.
Yes, and he fought his way in there and was able to sit down in that zone and then turn it upfield, pick up another 2, 3, 4 yards. Great pass by Tommy. Again, now having the patience for the Dragons, Falk is able to deliver strikes to his receivers.
Imdick all turned around, gets a good block from Marquardt, who does his best, but then pursuit made by R.J. Knack. We have heard Knack, this Hansen. We've heard a couple different guys.
Lath Smith, a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're with heavy hits.
And same with Isaac Polk, number 7, too, their cornerback, who's out now with a sore leg, but in the first half, boy, he was all over the field.
This is 2nd and 13. Pitch and catch, far side.
Tommy Falk's pass is complete.
Bring up 3rd and 10.
At believe that was
After the
Beaverdorf.
original line of scrimmage, brings up third down.
I think you are correct. He's the wide man right now, far side.
I think it's a 1.
Yeah, it's hard to read those red.
Flipping coins, man. 3rd and 10 for the Dragons. Upper, bringing pressure. Falk, throwing. Intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Powell. That's his 2nd interception this season, and Falk didn't have a lot of time. First turnover today, but is that one of those situations where it's as good as a punt?
Well, yeah, because you don't really like to punt, so it probably works as a punt. Not ideal, mind you. Little overthrown, and yes, he had to force that ball out of his hand, and he forced it down the middle of the field. Seeing if his receiver, Bresnahan, can make a play on that.
6th interception this season thrown by Falk. So Upper Iowa gets the ball back, leading 21-10, 3:44 remaining, 3rd quarter. Luckett, they go back to the ground. He's loose again into the secondary. He'll get gang tackled at the 39-yard line, but he picks up 9 relatively easy yards on 1st down.
Very patient, too, if we see a replay on that, as he waits for that hole to open up in front of him, takes the handoff, and he's able to pick his way upfield until he runs into Darius Wood-Steichen.
Again, Steve Lockway is asking his defense to come up with a stop. Luckett again. He'll have the 1st down. Boy, we didn't talk much about that. It was all Willie Camacho. He even made one of our keys to a Dragons victory. We think so much of Camacho.
Yep.
I'm thinking about both of them. This is a very, from what we've seen today, a very nice 1-2 punch of Camacho and Luckett.
No doubt about that. And they had been struggling the first 3 games of the year on their identity as an offense. Today they're showing it, and that is they're going to put an emphasis on rushing, running the football, with the passing game to really just fill in the gaps. And they're doing a great job of it right now. The Peacocks are executing when they need to execute.
Josiah Boehm ran a long way to make that tackle. 2nd and 10 for Upper Iowa from their own 41-yard line. 2:15 remaining, 3rd quarter. Volleyball is coming at 3:30. The Dragons and Minnesota State Mankato here on the Dragons Digital Network. Luckett, nothing. He'll even lose a couple of yards as he had nowhere to go that time. Jordan Magnuson, the old wrestler, right in the middle of things.
He made havoc happen, just piled things up right in the middle, and that's just quickness, getting off the ball, beating his man to a spot, and got through there and made the running back change his direction where he had a lot of help.
I think this is one you really want to have, Don, right here.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's 1:33 left here in this 3rd quarter. You need the ball back, need a chance to score.
Saldana in motion. Or incomplete. He threw it behind Saldana. That ball was nearly picked off. Either way, I think the Dragons had to have that stop, and they got it.
Yes, they did. They worked hard to get it. A couple different plays. Magnuson, of course, on that 3rd down, he was able to make that play happen. Or on that 2nd down, was able to make that play happen, force them into a long 3rd.
Belke to boot it. Bresnahan shading his eyes. A high end over end kick. Catch made at the 22-yard line. Great job just to get 8 or 9 yards.
Shaking those hips.
Looking like Don Groth up here in the press box. Not just shaking his hips, shaking the entire booth.
Oh, come on now. That was a great little return, and yes, it's only about 9 yards, but that's 9 extra yards the offense doesn't have to get to that end zone for the Dragons. So nice job by Grady. Great job of fielding that ball, too, on an end over end. Tough balls to handle.
Bresnahan split wide on the far side. 1st and 10, 30-yard line. 1:04 remaining 3rd quarter. Falk looking his way. Hits him. That's a record setter. Bresnahan will spin out of it, and congratulations to Grady Bresnahan. He just became MSU Moorhead's all-time leading receptions leader, taking over Jabari Taylor.
And that's quite the feat, like we talked about when Jabari was playing and had a guy like Long throwing that ball. 215 career catches. Congratulations, Grady. And the Dragons.
They're celebrating in Castleton. 2nd and 8. Falk double pumps, throws near side. He's got Marquardt. That's twice. Falk has thrown the ball a long way to hit Marquardt. Another first down.
Double coverage, but if you look there, he had a linebacker that had to try to carry the load of coverage. Number 59 for the Peacocks.
That's Peyton Bieber.
Peyton Bieber, 6 foot, 215-pounder, trying to stay with Bieberdorf.
Bieber and Bieberdorf. Falk.
Run.
Running. He heard you. He's getting chased and he'll go down. Trevor Thompson ran him down. Freshman out of Ellsworth, Iowa. Last night, Concordia St. Paul made a blocking tandem of Berger and Kritzberger. So if your burger's too plain,
just
go
bring
to
in
the
a Kritzberger.
I prefer my Kritzberger with cheese and onions.
Right? Yeah. I like it California style.
We got to get out of here. End of the third quarter. Upper Iowa up 21-10.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Don, quickly, tell me how the Dragons are going to make this comeback today.
Well, they need to score on this possession, then make at least one more stop and get the ball. They're going to have to run the ball efficiently, though. They can't rely on the pass all the time.
Well, they're relying on the pass right now, and he hits Bieberdorf. 5 Upper Iowa Peacocks were down with Bieberdorf, and he hauled it in down at the 16-yard line.
What a strike by Tommy Falk. Staying cool in the pocket. Not a lot of pressure. Great job by the offensive line. And then Bieberdorf goes up the ladder and finds that ball, drags it in for a big gain.
Falk throwing towards the end zone. Is that Bresnahan? Touchdown. Are you kidding me? He does it again. That's why he's a record setter.
That would be number 5 on the year. Touchdown for Grady Bresnahan. What a great job on this route also, as he pushes his way in there against the D-back, slows down and then speeds up and beats him to the corner. Great pass by Tommy. Only throwing it out there where his guy can go get it.
And now the Dragons down 5 will go for 2 and try to make this a 3-point game.
Got to play the numbers. Got to play the numbers.
Falk throwing to the end zone. Got the 2-point conversion, and the Dragons are back to within 3. Another new ball game here in Moorhead. Hang on, 14:33 left to go. Upper Iowa 21, the Dragons 18.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, Don, I just asked you how the Dragons are going to win this game. You said they got to run the ball. They didn't, but 2 perfect Tommy Falk throws to Bieberdorf and Bresnahan, and they were perfect strikes. But nonetheless, you said they had to score. They did.
They had to score, and they're going to have to get a stop. I didn't get to finish what I wanted to say, but they're going to have to get at least one stop here in the fourth quarter to get that ball back, put it in their hands of the offense. Great momentum turner right there.
This is Camacho. He is fun to watch. It's been Luckett who's been hurting them on the middle.
And Camacho.
But it's also been Camacho hurting the Dragons.
Exactly. Camacho on the year coming into today, 7 returns, kickoffs for 178 yards, averaged 25 yards plus per kickoff return. So he returned that one pretty well also.
We go to Luckett. He gets hit from behind, but Luckett will take that Sheets for a ride.
Yes,
and
that
for
was
5
Sheets.
yards.
Yep. Denver Sheets, 6'3", 235, freshman out of Williston, North Dakota.
Boy, that last drive, 6 plays, 70 yards. It only took a minute and 31 seconds. 2nd and 5. Luckett, nothing this time. Might have even lost a yard. Another 3rd down coming up for Upper Iowa. Upper so far today on 3rd downs is 6 of 12. If you add on the 2 for 2 on 4th down, they're 8 of 14 on conversions as it gets loud downstairs.
Gully on that play. He blew that play up for the Dragons. Marcus Gully, strong outside linebacker, 6'2", 190 out of West Fargo. Was player of the year in the EDC his senior year. Great play. He blew that thing up.
3rd and 6 for Upper Iowa. Orback fires over the middle. Incomplete. Broken up by the Dragons. Cody Sorensen out of Century High School. He's got a couple state championships under Ron Wingenbach.
You got it. He's a winger boy, that's for sure. Sorensen, cornerback, plays safety, 6'3", 175 pound. And he's a freshman on this roster for the Dragons. Great play. There's the stop that the Dragons needed. And it's a 3 and out. Excellent job by the defense, coming alive with a lot of enthusiasm.
Belke to boot. There was movement on both ends, and this is going to cost Upper Iowa 5 yards.
Yep, it'll back them up at least 5. Well, of course 5. Illegal motion.
That is Justin Ingalls. Told you he's from Storm Lake, Iowa. That's where the music died, wasn't it?
Yep. That's
plane ride from Storm Lake to
you
Moorhead.
Got it.
Let's hope Justin gets home safely from Moorhead to Storm Lake. It'll be 4th and 11. Remember, those officials, Don, they're people too.
Oh, there's no doubt. One of the linesmen I was talking to before the game did a high school game down in Nebraska last night.
Bresnahan fields the 29-yard kick, and the Dragons will start from around the 41-yard line as we have some numbers to look at. Look at that, Tommy Falk, another 300-yard performance. He's at almost 1,300 this season. It's amazing that the Dragons have 300 passing yards and just four rushing yards.
They've had a couple of sacks and a couple of tackles lost yardage. Yeah. Now the Peacocks a little more even. 157 yards passing, 156 yards rushing. Time of possession still in the Peacocks' favor.
I'm not convinced that matters right now. Upper Iowa, there's Bieberdorf again. You know, all this attention that we give, and deservedly so, to the record setter, Grady Bresnahan. This Bieberdorf is great, and this Marquardt is great as well.
Oh, they run great routes, and that is the big thing, Steve. They're always available. They make themselves available to Tommy Falk to be able to see them. The Dragon quarterback goes through his progressions, and he's able to see who's open because these guys run crisp, clean routes, and they find little openings. That one again, great job by Bieberdorf.
28-yard pickup. Falk rolling to his right and throws a one-hopper. That was cool Tommy, like you talked about at the beginning.
Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Just throw it away. Be safe. Live to play another game.
What else didn't he
Another
throw?
play. Didn't throw a pick.
Right.
Threw it in the dirt. It's all good.
One for the ditch. Throw it in the ditch.
Throw it in the ditch. Get rid of it. We still got 3 more downs.
Still 12-11 left. Empty backfield for Tommy Falk. 2nd and 10. Looking left. And he threw that off the back of his hands, and then he got leveled by a large human being. That is Lath Smith again. He's from Wapello, Iowa, and he just Wapello'd Falk to the ground.
You know, he's a big guy, 6'2", 280.
That's a big guy.
His little brother, Rhett, is number 93, is 6'3", 270.
They call him Junior.
And he's only a freshman on
He's
this
the baby.
roster. He's the baby.
He still goes to the buffet for thirds. 3rd and 10. 4-down territory, we think, for the Dragons. Falk firing. That's Bresnahan. He is quick. He is shifty. He's still on his feet. All the way down to the 17, making the 17-yard line. 15, 16 yards for Grady Bresnahan, the first down.
Sam Goodwin downfield blocking on that play. That reception made at the line of scrimmage, and as the play developed, that offensive line was out in front of Grady Bresnahan, just giving him an escort for a big gain. First down for the Dragons.
Hayden Bowl, late entry into the game. This is a 1st and 10 for the Dragons from the 16-yard line. In the red zone coming into today, they were 6 of 12 for 5 touchdowns. Falk wants the end zone. Dangerous pass intended for Bieberdorf. Incomplete. Was that ball forced?
Tip? No, but I don't think he saw the linebacker that was down underneath there. He had kind of just tunnel vision because the receiver was open. He had made the cut and was open, but he didn't see that middle linebacker dropping on coverage. And that's who tipped the ball right there in the center.
Okay. Falk. Amdick. Pretty nice one-handed catch. Didn't go very far as Zacharias Murray, the freshman cornerback out of Waco, Texas, made the tackle. Right back where we were a couple of moments ago. 3rd and 9 for the Dragons. Bresnahan came up with the goods a couple of moments ago.
21-18 here. 10:50 left in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, yeah, field goal range. This would be a 32-yarder from here.
Exactly.
You don't want to go backwards.
Nope.
Falk's thinking of other things. Firing.
No.
Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Should have been intercepted. That was right between the 2 and the 1 of Zacharias Murray, and I think Falk is lucky that time.
Very lucky. He threw a bullet, put it right on the numbers, and Zacharias is going to have dreams about that one.
He's going to have nightmares about that.
Well, that sideline, had he not gone down to his knees and been able to corral that ball, he had a full sideline with no gray shirts at it.
Mio for the tie, blocked.
Got to cover it, got to cover it.
Ball was blocked by DJ Green. This is all going for naught. Dragons want a safety, but I think this ball is going to go back to the 22-yard line as that ball was snapped a little high by Bruce. This is interesting. The ball was blocked. But did somebody touch it?
After that, somebody did touch it and tried to return it, tried to scoop it. If we had a replay, we might see it.
They're going to mark this ball to 1 yard?
Yes.
Here's Justin Engels. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do good news, bad news. Can we do that?
Yes.
Bad news for the Dragons.
They didn't score.
Get the field goal.
Right.
Good news. That's as good as a 31-yard punt or a 21-yard punt.
Right.
So it was blocked here.
And he picked it up. He had it for
fumbled.
2 steps.
Okay.
He fumbled it. Had the Dragons recovered that in the end zone, it could have been a touchdown.
So it was a possession and then a fumble.
He took 2 steps with it and then fumbled it.
So now Upper Iowa snaps it out of the end zone. They're going to get to safety anyway.
Interesting turn of events here. Now the Dragons are going to get the ball back, score the 2 points, 21-20, get the ball back on a free kick. Couldn't ask for anything better.
This is wild.
I'll tell you what, sun's shining on the Dragons today.
This is wild stuff. We've had a safety, 2-point conversion, a record, significant record set.
Right. The second half has been a lot of fun, folks.
21-20. 10-27.
17 points scored
Left to go.
here in the second half. Right?
Okay.
How many were scored in the first half?
I can't add. 24.
Okay.
I got to keep my shoes on. I got volleyball after this. I got to run downstairs.
24, yes.
Don't do that to me.
24. We had a little line going up here in the press box at over under 18 total points by both teams in the second half. Not on a win, not on anything, not saying anything on anybody else, but we're already there.
They call him Donnie Casino.
I just like to think about the over-unders and things like that, because then it gives something. I don't bet. I'm not a gambler.
It's Harvey Turner, 31-yard line after the free kick. And the Dragons are going to start in pretty good field position.
Going to have that ball at about the 45, 46-yard line of their own. Got the stop. Got the score.
They didn't get a stop. They got a score on the stop, right?
Well, I know, but before I was saying they need a score. They did.
Yep.
Right? I also wanted a stop.
3 and out.
Got that. Got the 3 and out. Gave it back, right? And then got it back. So, hey.
That's a lot of give and take.
There is.
I can't keep up.
I know. Well,
I'll just sit here and smile. From the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. The Dragons, Indick, nothing.
I did say.
So that minus 3 yards right now brings the updated rushing total to 1. 4 minus 3 carry the 2.
Yes.
1.
You got 1. Which, before I saw those stats, that's when I said they're going to have to run the ball efficiently to win this game.
Well,
I still believe that.
Well, they're not efficient right now.
No.
2nd and 13. In fact, empty backfield.
Nowhere to go but up.
Pass complete. That's Bresnahan. Watch out. He's spinning. He's shifting. He's diving. He picks up 12 yards. He is fun to watch. He's been around forever. We love every minute of it.
Dramatic, right? He had that jump for extra yardage. Just gave up his body in the first half on the sideline. Gave his body up. Jumped to gain 2 extra yards. Here he does a big spin. Oh, man, you leave yourself wide open when you do a spin like that for a big hit. No fear by that young man, no fear.
Hey, Hayden Ball getting some positive yards. So,
that's efficient running.
I got a little hot take for you. You ready?
Okay.
Grady Bresnahan.
Yes.
In a way too early Senior Athlete of the Year on the male side for nomination.
Okay.
Because of his greatness on the field, but also for what he does off the field. You go to a Dragon basketball game, the loudest fan there is Grady Bresnahan.
Right on. Right on.
Falk. Throwing the ball away.
Yep.
That was incomplete, 2nd down. 8:47 left to go in this 1 point. This is going to turn out to be an instant classic.
Hey, that's awesome. What more could you ask for on a great Saturday afternoon? Before kickoff, the sun was shining, still shining. Beautiful day, fall day here in Moorhead, Minnesota. Shields Field. NSIC Stadium.
Falk back, firing, complete. Guess who? Another 16 yards and a first down. Smallest guy on the field, probably with the biggest heart.
That's enough for a Dragon.
First down for the Dragons at the 23-yard line. Clock ticking, 8:19 left to go. M. Dick in the backfield to the right of Tommy Falk. This is a free play for Tommy Falk. He knows it. He's going towards the end zone. It's incomplete, and there's a flag. We said it was a free play, and that is the cool hand and mind of Tommy Falk.
Go to the end zone, throw it out there, and see if your guy can beat the other two that are covering him down that sideline. I'll tell you what, Tommy has played this game, I won't say to perfection, but he's done the things that he is needed to do to have success and to help bring this Dragon team back in to it so they get an opportunity maybe even to win it.
I'm going to bring up some, I thought, and I think Justin Ingalls and his crew are talking, I thought that ball was uncatchable. That ball was overthrown and uncatchable. It is we know at the minimum, it's an offside on upper, right?
Yes.
Right? So it's at least going to be 1st and 5. Question now is, was that ball uncatchable? Justin Ingalls is about to tell us.
I'm going to say that it wasn't about pass interference. Out of bounds. Hit.
Fault by the defense.
Personal foul.
Okay, I'll buy that. It wasn't pass
INT.
interference, but I think the defender, and I don't remember who it was, he took a really heavy hit.
He rolled him.
Okay,
he was already out of bounds.
I'm buying that.
Yep.
I'll buy that. In
fairness. that was definitely a personal foul down there as they were out of bounds, out of the end zone and everything.
Here it is.
Watch
again.
here.
Okay.
Yeah. The play is boom.
Right there.
Yep.
That was unnecessary by Joey Ratton.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we always call it fair, correct?
Yep. That was definitely a call.
1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Dragons trailing by a point. Falk spinning, throwing towards the end zone. He's got a man. Beaverdorf, touchdown. Dragons back on top.
2 other times this game, they've done the reverse pivot. Tommy Falk has had somebody right on his tail. This time, the offensive line does their job. There's no pressure on him. He's able to do everything to hold those linebackers tight. One-on-one coverage on the outside. He's going to have that every day with Bieberdorf running a great route, separating himself, given an opportunity, and he throws a strike for a touchdown. Great job by Tommy Falk.
They'll go for the 2 here. Ugh. They'll go for the 2 here probably from the 7-yard line.
Bring it back.
Remember, the Dragons are playing with a new center in Dylan Evans,
who, mind you, has had a great game, in my opinion, being an old center, watching this young man play. 3 weeks ago, he was playing defensive line. Versatile athlete is what he is.
There have been 2 times where everybody else went.
Yes.
But Evans.
Yes.
I'm saying those are 2 mistakes that we've seen.
Yep.
Right? Are they end of the world mistakes? No. It cost them 5 yards here on the 2-point conversion. Falk fires. Bresnahan is
he put
short,
the ball,
is short of the 2-point conversion. We'll step away. 8:03 remaining here in the sunshine in Moorhead. Dragons back on top by 5.
When you get a news membership, you get all access. What does all access mean? For one low subscription rate, you can read and view all of the 20-plus Forum Communications news brands, including exclusive members-only live streams and virtual events. Simply become a member to get all your local and regional news from all of our online news sites, e-papers, apps, and more. Discover the benefits of All Access membership today.
26-21. Remember, this is only game one for us on the Dragons Digital Network. Don, you said you're going to a wedding?
This afternoon, yeah.
Oh, that's why
Yep.
you're dancing. You're warming
Yeah.
up. You're warming up. I got a volleyball match. Dragons
you
and
go.
Minnesota State Mankato at 3:30. Meal, high, short, end over end kickoff. Saldana makes way for Willie Camacho. This guy's fast, and this guy just got blasted at the 25-yard line. Hey, Don, today's game is brought to you by Gate City Bank, where you never have to pay a banking fee. Totally free checking is a slam dunk. Never pay an ATM fee anywhere when you use your Gate City Bank debit card, and you can grab an MSUM Dragon card to show your team spirit. Thank you, Gate City Bank, for sponsoring this afternoon's festivities. So it's Upper Iowa now. Can they respond? They've been outscored by the Dragons 16-0. Here in this fourth quarter, it's been all Dragons when there were a couple of times this afternoon, Don, where I thought they were in hot water.
Well, they had lost complete momentum. Peacocks stole it away from them. Dragons were biting, fighting, and scratching to get it back, and now they own it and have a lead, 26-21.
2nd and 9 for the Peacocks. Orr being chased. And that ball was caught. Beautiful sliding catch that time by Isaiah Gray. Just one of these. We told you they had a busload of tight ends.
And he's more like a real
Possession, yeah.
I mean, he's a big, tall kid, 6'5", 210. He's not filled out like a tight end like we think at 245, 250 tight end. He looks like a strong wide receiver.
Only gained a yard, 3rd and 8. Orr being chased, and he's going to get sacked. The Dragons have not had a lot of pursuit today. Darius Woodstaken got a huge sack earlier today, and now they're going to force Upper Iowa to punt once again. Porozinski with the initial pressure. And then was that Jackson Fowler? Fowler with the pursuit. Belke to punt this thing away. Another 3 and out for this Dragon defense. Punt into the wind. Bresnahan makes the fair catch, and the Dragons are going to have the ball in Peacock territory. That might not have been Fowler. Pritchard Transportation is a proud supporter and transporter of the Dragons and have been for years. Mark and Jay, you're the best. Pritchard Transportation is committed to providing clean, courteous, and safe transportation.
6 minutes back, or 6 minutes left here, Steve. Dragons, I said it before, got to run the ball efficiently to win this game, and I think they're going to need to prove it to everyone that they can to keep this ball for the last 6 minutes, not give a chance to the Peacocks.
Keep it on the ground, get a couple yards.
Be safe, keep the handles tight. And I think that was Doden, 92, who made that big sack. Caleb Doden, 6'3", 200-pound defensive end out of Williston, North Dakota.
I can't see the numbers.
No, I couldn't. But he was chasing him down, and he did a great job. Yeah. They've been rotating a lot of defensive linemen up front. They've been on defense a lot, so they've had to rotate a guys. And that time it was his turn in there. Was able to get a big sack.
This is 2nd and 8. We'll run it again, straight ahead. Get another couple. I think Upper Iowa understands the game now. They need to get a stop pretty soon. It's 3rd down. We're going to cross over the 5-minute mark. Oh, right about now. 26-21. The Dragons trailed 21-10. And 16 unanswered here in the 4th quarter have put them ahead as they look for victory number 2 this season. Falk throwing long. Bieberdorf brings it in again. Upper Iowa has Camacho and Lockett on the ground. The Dragons have Bieberdorf, Marquardt, and Bresnahan through the air.
I'm telling you, what a pair of hands by that young man. Tommy throws a strike down the middle of the field. Honestly, no one else could have caught that. The defensive back was in his hip, but as soon as he went up to get that ball, the defensive back had no idea that the ball was even there.
You know what Tommy is?
Tell you what.
Tommy's over 400 yards today.
Wow. Wow, this young man has been efficient too.
Bowl. Got a yard.
Fighting for one more too, right on top of everybody. Bull doesn't stop those feet for nobody. Great job by the offensive line also. We've talked that almost ad nauseum about how many injuries and stuff that they had up front. Now with the changes they've made, these guys got another game under their belt, and they have become now a great unit, keeping the pressure off of Tommy Falk.
3:20 remaining. 6 on the play clock. Bowl again, gets nothing, and Jason Hoskins is going to exercise his first timeout. We'll step away quickly. 3:14 left to go. The Dragons are trying to hang on, leading by 5.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Looking for the right fit for college, or maybe looking to come back to your alma mater? Schedule an in-person tour, transfer visit, online visit, group tour. Sign up for an event at mstate.edu/visit. That's mnstate.edu/visit. Don and I were just talking. He thinks Dragons need a score. Again, they're in field goal range. Now, field goals they're not a guarantee.
I'm not talking about a field goal. That puts it at 8.
About that
I'm
big
talking
red.
about a 6.
Okay.
6, and then there's some relaxation that can happen.
All right.
Not a lot, but a some. Just a hair.
3rd and 11. Falk towards the end zone. Are you kidding me? Ryan Harvey Turner with the touchdown. Don's going to relax.
Would you go?
Marquardt,
Would you?
excuse me,
Yeah.
Marquardt.
Would you go for 2?
It doesn't matter.
Well, if you do, it puts it at 34-21.
That wasn't Marquardt. That was 6. Harvey Turner.
Harvey Turner.
I had it right the first time.
Yes, you did. I didn't argue with you.
Extra point's good. Bet your beer garden really tastes good now. 3:09 left to go. All Dragons here in this 4th quarter. They lead Upper Iowa 33-21.
While you learn hobbies like soap carving, B-Dubs raised the bar on bar food and chefed up a stacked roster of hand-smashed burgers, juicy chicken sandwiches, and buffalo chicken tots. So ditch the decoratives and come crush with your crew. Buffalo Wild Wings.
At MatBus, we're taking action to make your ride as safe as possible. Extra sanitizing, protective equipment, and suspending fare collection to minimize contact. We also need your help. Face coverings are required on all MatBus vehicles for the protection of our passengers and staff. We can all get there safely. Together.
Hey, Don.
Yes, sir.
Tommy Falk's pretty good.
He's better than a pretty good.
He's a freshman.
I'm
just telling you.
Yes. Eligibility.
I was talking about Buddy Jacob Sinani, right?
Yep,
he said, you know what? I'm done with football. I'm going to go. I graduated. I'm going to go be a financier.
Yep.
Good for him. He was a great Dragon.
Yeah.
Guy Falk's pretty good too.
Tommy's really good.
How about an amped up Neal with the touchback?
I think everybody's amped up for the Dragons. Totally. The crowd feels it.
I mean, if you think
Team
about
feels
it, they hey diddle diddle bowl up the middle, then they pass for the first up the middle, wasted some clock, timeout, and then a strike.
Ran the ball efficiently, got positive yardage, right?
Okay. But still, they had to convert on third down twice.
Yes, they did.
And one was a touchdown.
Yep. They ate the clock up by running that ball.
Or complete. That's Alexander Stevens again. He's made a couple spectacular catches today. He's a good possession receiver.
Oh, he's a lot like Bieberdorf. He makes himself available, and the quarterback, he's got a really good arm too. He throws a lot of great strikes.
2:52 remaining. Or complete. That's Emsweller. We know he's good. Jordan, what do you have?
After that last touchdown, Steve Lockway made his way over to the defense and gave a pep talk, told them they have to figure it out, keep doing what they've been doing, stay in the same mindset. And there was also talks about what to do if there was a turnover, whether or not they take a knee. It seems like it's going to be up to timeouts on the Upper Iowa side.
Well, first things first. Here's Upper Iowa matriculating their way down. That's Xavier Saldana. So this is a first down, 2:18 remaining. Upper Iowa has 2 timeouts remaining. Another high snap, another catch, and another stop. This will be at the 45-yard line, a 4-yard pickup. The clock will continue to run with 2:05 remaining. Or Emsweller. Such a good receiver. That is twice where he has gotten one step past the stick, grabbed it, got the first down.
He knows exactly where he needs to be. These receivers are really, really good. And a lot of them, we talked about at the beginning of the game, there's a lot of seniors on this team. So, Coach Hoskins was looking for an identity for his offense. I think he found one today. And that was that they can efficiently move the ball passing and rushing in a good combination. And their offensive line did a really good job. They put up some good numbers today.
This is Josiah Bain being great. That's a catch, but a wrap up and kept
him inbounds.
Saldana inbounds and from getting the first down. So this clock is still running while they're trying to figure out where to spot it. 76 ticks left to go, and now a whistle. And
line judge was saying it was first down, so they moved it over here and over on the
I was wondering
official.
why that, if I'm Upper Iowa, I'm not happy because that took a long time to spot that ball.
Well, they spotted it right away. The only problem is that the official sticks were not given the go-ahead to move forward. Where on the second sideline, which is our near sideline in front of the Dragons here, they had it as a first down.
There's Steve Lockway. He's just going to let his defensive minds, Carlton Littlejohn, Jesse Currier, I think they're going to deserve a lot of credit.
Yep.
Falk has been great as we continue to look at Lockway on the BSN Sports Coaches Camp, but this defense made adjustments. I don't know what they were.
Yeah.
Right? He does.
Yeah. No, and I think it was just responsibilities, Steve. They added some clock, or 8 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds.
All right, 1:23 left to go.
Actually, 9 seconds.
It's a first down.
Yep,
I believe
it is
the
a
clock
first
will
down.
start on Justin Ingles' command. There's another pitch and catch. It's Lane Canny, and he'll have another first down. So Upper Iowa is taking what the Dragons are giving them, knowing they need to score quickly and then probably get an onside kick. Incomplete. Ball was nearly intercepted down at the 1 yard line. That might have been Orr's only poor pass today. He's been terrific.
Right. Yep. He has been. He's put the ball on the money for the most part. A couple of drops here and there.
Orr towards the end zone. Emsweller. Oh, what a catch by Emsweller. DJ Emsweller. That ball was pinned against the helmet of one of the Dragons, and he still pulled it in. That was terrific.
Blanket coverage by the defense of the Dragons. Emsweller was more than determined to have that ball end up in his hands as he landed in the end zone. Brought it in for 6, and that was a quick 6 with 1:02 left. Games are never done, are they, Steve?
I just know that the over won this half. I don't know what the over-under was. I mean,
18.
you and Casino Jordan downstairs. But
he gave me the number. Yep, he gave me the number. The over won, and he said over 18. So
33-28. We'll get out. Former Dragon great and Stanley, North Dakota native Abe Rorick is out on the field talking to his special teamers crew. They're going to bring the hands team in. I see Grady Bresnahan, Ryan Bieberdorf. If you can catch, if you got good hand, Marcus Gully.
Landon Lundquist, deep. Lundquist is deep.
Yep, so an upcoming onside kick. The Dragons recover. This thing is basically done. Guillen's going to kick this towards the Peacock sideline. 6 Peacocks on the left-hand side. And they kicked it right at the wrong guy. I think that was Grady. Why not? Why not on his record-setting day?
I was just looking at that, and I know he was told corral that ball, but you know what? Any other time, if you see how he looked at that ball, and I know it wasn't going through his head because he's listening to what the coach said, but he had all green in front of him. All he had to do was field it,
scoop,
yeah.
and score.
Well, he didn't even have to take it off the ground. It came up high enough, it hit him in the belly. He could have scored on that. Now, granted, there are other bad things that can happen, yes. Great job by the Dragons corralling that onside kick opportunity.
Bowl, so they're going to chew up a couple seconds.
Whistle
they can jump up and down on the other sideline all they want, but there were whistles.
Yeah, whistles.
So the
forward.
Dragons do have to get rid of some more time off the clock, as Upper Iowa does take a timeout here. It's Upper Iowa's second, so we'll step away maybe one more time. 57 seconds remaining. The Dragons are up by 5. All right, Don. We just saw Bowl run it. Obviously, Upper Iowa's going to try to strip it. Do you simply just go down instead of get into the muck? Upper Iowa's got to strip it to win. To have
they
any
have
chance.
to have the ball, yes.
So if you're the Dragons, you can run it here, take off a couple seconds. They're going to call timeout. And then on third down, the Dragons can run it, take 40 seconds, and then kick it with 10 seconds left.
I put Tommy under center, to the hands, snap,
Well,
and
that's not
they're
gonna happen.
they're not doing it. So he hands it off.
And he went down immediately, and it's Dick, and now another timeout. We'll keep it right here. So that took 3 more seconds. Now it's third down. So they can run it again if that takes 3 seconds. So you can't run this thing all the way down, but maybe Lockway can take it down to around 10 and then just boot it away. Right?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Too much math?
There's just still too much time. You know, 53 seconds is, and it's third down, right? So you've got 2 downs.
You got to throw it on the ground.
You got to
keep it on the ground.
Yeah, you do. But what about?
No.
What?
Whatever you got on your mind.
Not throwing it. I mean, you can turn around and hand it off to your running backs, or you might be able to just do a little bit of a maybe Tommy runs just a sweep and you pull out. You waste a whole bunch of time. Go from the middle of the field, come to your sideline, and you run a sweep, 69 sweep, and you've got everybody blocking in front of them, and you're wasting a whole bunch of time.
Do you know what KISS stands for?
Keep it simple. That is simple.
Keep it simple, Steve.
I'm just saying, somehow to eat up more seconds than 3 or 4 that have happened in the last 2 plays.
3rd and 12. Hey, he's running. You're right. Ugh, he just went down ugly. It did take time. There's the 40-second clock, and the difference is 3 seconds. And now, boy, he did exactly what you mentioned. Good on you.
Well, exchanging the ball causes problems, right? Keep it in the hands of the guy that has it, right? One time, and just burn up the clock.
And that's what's going to happen here. There is no way on God's green earth they're going to kick this ball.
No.
Falk is going to get this ball, and he's going to run south.
Yeah, all he has to do is just run straight back
for 3 seconds.
And,
right.
And he can run towards the far corner, the near corner, whatever. Just don't go in the end zone, right?
This is killing their rushing yards.
He's going to be able to look right at the clock now, right? There's 1 second left.
There is?
Yeah, so there's 1 second. They have to take a snap, right? Does he go under center?
No.
Yes.
It's not what they do.
Oh, I know they don't. I just have the pistol thing is like scares me a lot. I've seen too many bobbles. There you go. Just have to snap it. Back it up. Sit down.
3 seconds.
So he's got to back it up. He's going to have to take the snap and back up as fast as he can. The offensive line just needs to stand up and hold their guys right in front of them.
Yeah, and then the Dragons take a timeout. I just don't think this is that difficult, right?
Well, they have to snap it and burn the clock. Burn the clock. So the game's over as long as they don't fumble and there's a scoop and score. I know I had to say it, and I shouldn't have, but it is what it is.
I think we're talking about a lot of stuff, but what transpired during this 4th quarter is one to remember for these elderlies like Bresnahan, not just because he set a record today.
No.
It's the fashion in which his defense was great when they absolutely had to be, and Falk's brilliance under center.
Yes. Yep. And these veteran wide receivers doing their level best to be there for their freshman quarterback and do things right. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, and the offensive line came to life today.
There's Tommy.
Sit down.
Running the wrong way, and now he'll slide. He looked up at the clock, and that's going to do it. And the Dragons, a terrific come-from-behind victory. They defeat Upper Iowa 33-28. We're back to talk about it. We're going to keep it here.
Upper Iowa that joined us in Alex Lindsay Stadium for today's game. Thank you for spending the afternoon
we'll keep it right here. Steve Lockway is going to go over and talk to Jason Hoskins. Our guy Jordan Austin's going to go out and try to find Steve Lockway and try to grab a couple parting words. But this is a great victory for the Dragons.
Or visit MSUMDragons.com.
Tremendous game for the Dragons. The ups and downs, the momentum that they held early on and then gave it up and got it back.
Here's Jordan Austin with a happy Steve Lockway.
And our students. Thank you.
So, Coach, what type of defensive adjustments did you make during halftime that were able to allow you to get back into this game?
I think biggest thing, we were a little bit more aggressive third down. I think our run game, we made some run calls that were a little more aggressive, got us off the field. That was the key. Guys kept battling. I think offense kept their poise, be able to make some big plays. Receivers made some great catches. We got lucky maybe a little bit down the stretch, but sometimes lady luck on your side is a good thing.
What can you take from this game and build on into next week?
I think resiliency. Okay, we were down most of the game. We kept battling. We didn't give up. We were frustrated, but we stayed focused. We kept going, and then we finished the game. So I think resiliency and finishing, they're two great things that we need as a football team.
Thank you. Back to you guys in the booth.
Jordan, great job. Welcome to the team. Dragons win at 33-28. Don and I will break this down right after this. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragons football on the Dragons Digital Network.
Dragon Swim School is proud to offer year-round swimming and diving lessons with the lowest student-to-instructor ratio around. Lessons are available for all levels, including parent-child sessions and preschool. Help your child learn to love the water in a safe and caring environment with us at Dragon Swim School. Visit MSUMDragons.com/swim for more information. That's MSUMDragons.com/swim.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent David Eggers in Moorhead today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Steve DeStatio, Don Groth, back with you from from Shields Field at Alex Nemzik Stadium. 33-28. What a ball game here today. Let's take a look at some second half highlights. This is just back and forth all day. This is Keontae Luckett just moving his way through. The only score in the third quarter that made it 21-10. Upper Iowa, they got the ball back to the Dragons, and this is Grady Bresnahan. A perfect throw from Tommy Falk. The Dragons converted on the two-point try to make it 21-18, and then Falk, a little runaround after a safety, the 11-yard touchdown to Ryan Bieberdorf. That put the Dragons ahead 26-21, and then Tommy Falk, another strike, this to Ryan Harvey Turner to make it 33-21. Upper Iowa would score late in the fourth quarter, and then the Dragons would run out the clock. Look at those numbers. That is incredible. They updated Alex. MSU Moorhead finished with -7 rushing yards after that Tommy Falk run to end the clock out, but just an amazing performance on both sides of the ball. And I know I'm saying that in the 33-28 game, but the defense when they needed to, played great.
Defense got the stops, and we talked about it as it led up to what transpired in this game was the things that the Dragons needed to find a win, and they did it. And that defense did come alive, made some plays. No turnovers. They didn't create anything like that, but they were able to make the plays when needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance.
Let's take a look at our play of the game, presented by Herbert and Gerberts, and I think we just saw it. This is Tommy Falk rolling around against his body and hitting a wide open Ryan Bieberdorf. That put the Dragons ahead for good, 26-21. Our play of the game presented by Herbert and Gerberts. Bold between the bread. Let's take a look at our player of the game, and you know, Tommy Falk is a terrific candidate, but there's a guy out of Castleton, North Dakota that was also great today.
Targeted 10 times today, 8 catches, 101 yards. Grady Bresnahan with 2 touchdowns today also. 101 yards and 8 catches. It sets the all-time receptions record here for the Dragons. So congratulations to Grady Bresnahan and the Dragons.
He's our newsmaker of the game, presented by the Forum of Fargo-Moorhead. Call 241-5445 today to get the Forum of Fargo-Moorhead delivered tomorrow. I got a little stat of the game for you. It really kind of has nothing to do with today's, other than I think this is just kind of neat as we try to find the outside the box kind of numbers. The last time the Dragons played on a September 25th, right? That's today's date.
Yep.
50 years ago today, 1971, right? Against Winona State, they beat them 34-0. The coach was Ross Forchie. He was in his second year. The Dragons won that game. They went on to go 6-0, and it was Forchie's first of a still record 9 titles for a head coach in the Northern Sun. Our stat of the game presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. Don approves.
That's excellent.
Take a look at the upcoming. Thank you. Take a look at the upcoming. I got a crack staff. Our upcoming schedule presented by Bell Bank. Minnesota Duluth next Saturday. The Dragons are going to have to be better on both sides of the ball to run with the Dogs. And then the Dragons will go to Minot, go to Bemidji, and then Don and I will have 2 in a row to end October against Mary and Northern State. All the games here at home are at 12 o'clock, and they're all on the Dragons Digital Network. Our upcoming schedule is presented by Bell Bank. Wild affair here this afternoon.
A lot of fun. Great game. They played their butts off, both teams. And we said the Peacocks were looking for an identity. They found one, I think, today on offense. That was one of their struggles. Defensively, they were flying around most of the first 3 games. Yeah, they didn't get the win, but they battled through. The Dragons, on the other hand, found themselves momentum again, and they were able to come from behind, and that teaches a team like we have here for the Dragons. That teaches them a lot of lessons.
Great builder for the Dragons, but this Upper Iowa for you friendlies in Fayette, and we do like you. I think you got to, although they're 0-4, I like that. They were fun to watch today.
I love the team. The way they play, and they play hard. Their offensive line is great. Their running backs are, their quarterback, he was as efficient as
good.
Holy cow, he's good. Yeah, that's for sure. I think they're going to win more games than they lose.
They're 0-4, so they've got a tall road to climb. That's going to do it for us today. As you're off to a wedding, I'm off downstairs. Remember, there's a live look
there it is.
At Alex Nemzik. The lights will be shining brightly as the Dragons will take on Minnesota State Mankato. I will have the privilege of calling that match beginning at 3:30 right here on the Dragons Digital Network. For Don, Alex, Webby, Breck, everybody on this talented Dragons Live crew, Steve DeStacio saying so long for the next 40 minutes. We'll see you downstairs. The Dragon football team in the win column. They beat Upper Iowa 33-28.